All right, Tyson Pedro, mate, the fight. Kris Terzievski, it's back on. What are your thoughts?
Obviously, I don't know if you saw me. That's just pure frustration at the moment. Like I didn't know that this was going to be the fight. So, just even I think there's a bit of resentment like up there. So it was hard to even get words out without feeling animosity towards him.
Yeah. We saw you on your pro debut a few months back now. How do you look back on that whole experience?
Yeah, it was very anticlimactic. It felt like just number one. After my fight with UFC, I would get very excitable, and I was like, it felt like I'd accomplished something. After that fight, it literally felt like the first step of my boxing career. So it was almost like, all right, that's done. Move on to the next one. So it's been a long ride, and there's still a long way to go.
How do you sort of match up stylistically to Kris? What's your read on that?
Terribly. It's the worst matchup ever. Well, not worst matchup ever, but I just mean one of the reasons why I dislike training for this is the third time I'm training for him, and there's a lot of cardio. I just got to run. Like, it's his style to pick and move. He's not going to stand in front of me and like have a slogfest, so we have to chase him. So it's a lot of running, and I hate running. That's why I started fighting. You get into a fight, you're like, oh, I can't.
What about this main event, Sonny, Bill Williams, Paul Gallen? What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I'm honoured to be a part of it, man. Especially at Kudos Bank, we were just talking about it, and it's like a very full circle moment that I've gone from UFC. My last big fight was in Sydney at Kudos Bank, so to have it here, it's a great opportunity. So it's going to be a good fight. It was interesting that he didn't turn up. So.
What did you make of Sonny's comments about Paul Gallen and the whole PED situation there?
No idea. I didn't even know that was the thing. So I was up the back.
What about a win here against Kris? Where does this sort of put you moving forward?
It moves me very fast up in the rankings, like that. But it's just I think this also proves to Australians, like, you know, even though I fought a ranked opponent on the last one, he's the best in Australia. So I think that shows the Australian boxing community that I was like, all right, he's legit now. Mm-hmm. So even though you think a ranking was legitimizer, I know that I have to beat an Australian to put myself up there.
We saw you in there with Jeff Fenech in your corner last time out. Will you continue that sort of relationship moving forward? What's the status there?
Yeah, we will, but I actually spoke to heard about him last night. There's something going on, so I don't know if he'll be able to come. So, but yeah, hope everything's all right, and we'll talk to him soon. I'm sure you guys will hear about it soon.
Nice one, thanks, bro.
No, all good.
All right, Kris Terzievski, mate, back on the big stage, big opportunity. Tyson Pedro, what are your thoughts on this fight, especially since, you know, all the things of the past?
Yeah, mate. Look, we finally get it on. You know, it's a long time coming, and yeah, man, I'm looking to get some get back for the way it went down over in Penrith. You know what I mean? He didn't have too much to say about it because I think they know they're in the wrong how they went about it, and yeah, man, it's my time now.
What did you make of his performance there against Khan? He got the stoppage win. You know, how did you think he looked in the ring?
Yeah, to be honest, it was very similar to what I anticipated if I was or when I was scheduled to fight him. It was what it was, man. If you listen to the commentators, he would have sounded like Mike Tyson instead of Tyson Pedro. But yeah, man, it was what it was. I've seen what I need to see, and I'm ready to do a job. What are you hoping to get from this fight? You know, a win against Tyson Pedro, where does that sort of position you moving forward? Yeah, look, I'm number 3 in the world in a WBC Bridgeweight division, you know what I mean? I don't even know if he's ranked or whatever. So, you know, the fact that he's got this international title is a bit of a, you know, it is what it is. But I'm looking to take that and position myself for a mandatory world title shot, you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, Stan, it's going to be a massive show. Again, blessed to be a part of it. Looks way more professional this time, which I'm excited about. And yeah, man, hopefully bring a world title shot to Melbourne. That'll be amazing. What about, you know, co-maining a fight like this? Sonny, Bill Williams, Paul Gallen, two sort of icons of Australian sport. What does that mean to you? Yeah, look, it's massive, man. Obviously, I've shared a headlining show with Paul before. That's when I picked up the Australian title. It was a massive night for me, and now to be amongst these guys and to be a co-main on such a big platform, you know, it's a blessing. I know. Look, I don't mind Gal, we get on all right, but, you know, he picked Tyson Pedro last time, so I'll be back in Sonny to do the business on him, and hopefully me and him get the win together. What are your thoughts on that fight? How does it play out, the main event? Yeah, look, you know, they're both competitors. They're going to go hard. I think, you know, if Sonny keeps him long and and boxes him at range. He's long, he's rangy, he's got some power. He's got the ability to hurt Gal, but if Gal gets on the inside, he can make it a long night for Sonny as well.
Nice one. Cheers, bro.
Thank you, my bro.